The cat zoomies are starting. Hello everyone, welcome to an unboxing video, plant haul. I have 3 packages here and I already opened one that I'm going to insert some footage of me unboxing it. We actually just got back from our trip to Florida like an hour ago and I want to film like the unboxing for you guys. So I ordered from 4 different places and of course like one showed up before we left but the other 3 showed up while we were gone. But thankfully, like my neighbor was able to take them in for me so they weren't sitting outside in the hot sun because I was very worried about that. Honestly, everything came pretty quickly. I honestly was surprised at how quickly, everything came. I have my computer here because I'm going to pull up Etsy so I can tell you where I got them from. And sorry if you hear the washing machine right now. This is very casual, by the way. A very casual unboxing. This is some sparkling water. I got this the other day. It's Topo Chico blueberry and hibiscus extract sparkling water. I tried one before you left and it's so good. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh, this is so good. So if you have not tried this, I recommend. Let's start with the plant that we already opened because this is like an update on it. It honestly came a little stressed. I think it was probably just due to the heat. So the seller shipped it before Memorial Day on Friday, and I think it probably just sat like an extra day. This video is starting out chaotic. It came from Georgia, so they weren't that far from me, but I think with Memorial Day, and it came like pretty late in the evening. I think it got dropped off at like 5:30 p.m. or something, and I got it like immediately as soon as it was dropped off. And when I unboxed it, the substrate, they shipped it in perlite, I guess, and it was very warm. The perlite and everything felt super hot, so I think it just maybe was a little stressed and some of the roots were rotted. I would say like half of the root system was a goner. I took it out of the perlite right away and I put it into stratum and I have it here that I'm going to show you. So you guys have been hearing me say in the past couple of videos that I really wanted a Syngonium Chia Pence variegated. So I have the Syngonium Frosted Heart, which I love. And I didn't know the Syngonium Frosted Heart was a Chia Pence. And so I really wanted the variegated one. So I was actually looking for about a week. I found a couple different sellers on Etsy that were selling them. And I was going to go with a different shop, but I read a couple reviews that made me a little iffy ordering from them. One person said they never got their plants and they've tried like contacting the seller, never heard anything. And another one was like really unhappy with their plants that they got. And they spent like $100 on a plant and it came like stressed and everything. And I was actually on their Etsy and was looking at, I was going to get a couple of the plants that they were selling. And that's what made me get a different plant that I have. So I decided not to go with that Etsy and I continued to browse and then I found like a couple other shops. So Syngonium Chia Pence variegated. I got this from Etsy. This is all from Etsy, by the way, called Vada Plants, V-A-D-A. I think it's pretty new. They've only had 20 sales and they're based in Georgia. So they didn't have a lot of reviews or anything like that. I just was doing a search and it came up and I had saved this one. And then there was a couple other Etsy shops that I was looking at. And then one of the other Etsy shops, a lot of them looked kind of sad, like yellowing leaves and stuff. So I just was a little iffy ordering, I don't know. Something just told me to go with this one. So it actually came with a new leaf and I bought it with 2 leaves and I unboxed it and it had a brand new leaf and the brand new leaf is stunning. So I just took a chance. I like to take chance from random Etsy shops. And even though like half the root system was gone because it was like rotting, I haven't left a review yet, but I'm going to leave them like a positive review because overall the plant is doing very well. It's rehabbing very well. I was a little worried because I stuck it in stratum right the day before we left and I wasn't sure how it was going to do. And I have it sitting like in my east window, so it got like a good amount of light. And here's the update. So some of the leaves have a little bit of yellowing, I think just from overall like stress and everything, but this is the new leaf, which is absolutely gorgeous. And to my surprise, it's actually working on a new one right here. So I bought it with this little leaf and this one here from the Etsy listing. And then this one is even more beautiful. And I actually have some roots growing into the stratum. And I got this cute little shop tag and everything. So it had healthy roots growing when I took it out of the perlite. So again, I don't know if some of the rot was just due to the heat or it was like old roots that were shedding. I'm not really sure. But it is happy, it's healthy, it's growing, it's stabilized, and it's gorgeous. Like this plant is absolutely stunning. So overall, I'm very happy and I'm excited to have this plant. It is so beautiful. So once this roots, I'll probably just pot this into my aroid mix. But yeah, it's stabilized and it looks so happy. So overall, I'm very happy. So again, this was Vada Plants based in Georgia. I actually don't know where in Georgia. It just says Georgia here on their Etsy. So yeah, they're selling a lot on their Etsy. Well, I wouldn't say a lot. They probably have like 65 items. So yeah, I would probably order again from them. So let's get into the next ones. So I want to open the one that has been in the box the longest. This one here. So this one came on Friday and it is now Sunday. So it's been in the box. I think they shipped it Tuesday or Monday. No, I think it was Tuesday because Monday was Memorial Day. So I believe they shipped it Tuesday and I got it on Friday. This came from Florida and yeah, it's Sunday evening. So it has been sitting in a box for a couple of days, but I think it'll be okay. Now this one is the one that I saw on that one random Etsy that I was gonna get the Syngonium from, but the reviews kind of turned me away. I was a little nervous ordering because it was expensive. They were selling the plants that I wanted, like they were pretty expensive and it was like almost $40 cheaper on this other shop. And this shop here I had never heard of and they're selling a lot of rare plants. So this shop here is called Christina 08 Garden is the shop name. She's located in Southwest Ranches, Florida. Hi, Chai. And they have a lot of items on their Etsy. They have like 148, so they have quite a bit to choose from. And I was actually browsing because I was actually tempted to order some more. So I might be tempted to order more plants, but they have some rare stuff on here. So I will be tempted to shop from there again. So yeah, I'm excited to dig in here. And this is an alocasia. And I'm excited to have this one. I don't have anything like this one. So I'm excited for it. I think it'll be fine because it's been inside and like the air conditioning. So I plan on moving this probably to stratum anyway. And I'll be eventually be doing all my alocasia in pond. So if it's a little wilty, it'll be fine. It'll come back in stratum. I didn't really want to open this up inside, you know, with plant mail, but my husband's outside watching some TV, so it's fine. I'm gonna do like a thorough pest check. Oh, that's very snug in there. Look at that. It's taped to the box and everything. Like, that's not going anywhere. That is packaged very well. Now I got another kitty up here. We've got Chai right here and Luna. Okay, one more box down. Yeah, I saw this alocasia when I was on that person's Etsy and I immediately fell in love. I'm like, I have to have this alocasia in my collection. I had never heard of it before or seen it. I don't think I've seen it anywhere before. So I don't know if it's extremely rare. It's not like variegated or anything. It's not like that, but I've never heard of it. All right, let's see how it looks. Yeah. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready? I'm very excited. Oh, wow. I'm like anxious. I don't want pests. I'm very anxious. I don't know. I still have nightmares about thrips every day. Okay. It's a little kinked here, but that's okay. Ooh, it's pretty. So this is, let me show you. So it has 2 leaves. I'm trying to remember, did it have 2 leaves in the listing? I think it did when I bought it. Purchases, let's see. Oh, I can't pull the photo back up. I don't remember if it had to. I think it did. So it has this leaf here. Look at that shape and everything. So that's the main leaf, and then it has a purple back. It's really long. So it's called Alocasia long lobata purple. And then this leaf here is actually yellowing. You guys don't know how anxious I am with plant mail now. So that leaf isn't going to make it. It's yellowing. Yeah, because it's been in a box for a little bit. So it's probably, you know, of course, my fault. I should have opened it and been here. I shouldn't have ordered plant mail before I left, but I was worried this was going to be like out of stock. I was worried it wasn't going to be available. I'm really excited to have this one. It's so pretty. So I'm gonna see if I can get this photo and insert the photo, because the photo you can actually really see the purple, but I love the leaf shape. I think the only one that I have that is similar is my Heterophylla, where it's like a longer leaf shape, but I love the purple. It's like, it's almost like a rubbery texture in a way. Oh, it's so cool. And I love the stems and everything. It's such a cool alocasia. I'm really happy to have this one. So yeah, I will be transferring this to stratum. And yeah, this is still moist in here. So that's packaged very well. This one actually came yesterday, so I'm gonna wait to open this one last. Let's open this one. I've been really excited about this one. So in here are 3 Hoyas. I bought more Hoyas. I don't know why. One was a wish list, and then I was browsing her Etsy. She has a beautiful Etsy shop. Again, I had never heard of this Etsy shop before. I just was browsing for a particular Hoya and her shop popped up, and then I was looking to see, she had a sale for Memorial Day where if you buy 3, you got $5 off, and I think, was it free shipping? Maybe? Her Etsy is called Happy Plants USA, and she's had a lot of sales. Oh, I just saw a note. They're taking a short break. They will be on vacation from June 2nd to June 30th. Oh, wow, that's the entire month of June. Okay, so yeah, you won't be able to order from their Etsy shop for a little bit, I guess. But yeah, they had a lot of, I think she specializes in orchids and Hoya. So if you're looking for new Hoya, I would recommend checking them out. So Happy Plants USA. So let's dig in. So 2 of the Hoyas, I believe, are more mature, meaning they're like fuller plants, and one is a cutting. I think it's a rooted cutting. I believe they were shipped in a pond, maybe pond mixed with something. I am gonna spill this. Oh, wait. Okay, she wrote the names of the plants that are in here, on the box. Oh, shit. That's what it looks like inside. Chai is sitting in this skinny box down here. Oh my gosh. What are you doing? You can't fit in there. I wish you could see him right now. Oh, she added insulation like that, and it's taped. Look how cute that is. All right. I'm excited to have these Hoyas. I would actually say 2, well, one of these I've been wanting for a really long time, and I never really came across one. And then, like I said, one was a wish list, and one I was just looking at browsing to see if there was a 3rd one I wanted, and I really liked the leaves. So I added it to the cart. Ooh, okay. So it's packaged inside like that. Oh, cool. Look at the leaves. So I recently realized I really like fuzzy leaved plants. My Alocasia tanderosa, or Jacqueline, you know, has the fuzzy leaves. And then one of the new Hoyas I got, it was the Sumatra caudata or something, has fuzzy leaves. And this one has fuzzy leaves. I feel like sometimes I buy Hoyas for their leaves and sometimes I buy them for the blooms. All right. Oh, okay. Now in the photo, she had these on a trellis, but the trellis wasn't included. But I actually found the trellis from her image on Amazon. It was like a 2-pack for $8. So I bought 2 because I want to put the same trellis on them because I thought the photos were really cute. So I'm gonna add the trellis back. Oh, wow, this is a pretty big size Hoya. Yeah, I'm not sure what it's potted in. Oh, those leaves are so cool. It's got a lot of polyfill on it. I'll have to take this to the sink. Oh, that's so cool. This is so freaking fuzzy. I'm gonna have to do like a close-up of this one. And let me tell you what it is. It's a Thomsonii. They have Thomsonii pink. Yeah, Hoya Thomsonii pink, fuzzy leaves, and it has a really long vine. I could easily propagate this one, but the leaves are so fuzzy. That is so cool. Yeah, I definitely need to get it trellised and clean it up a bit. I'm gonna take a peek at the substrate because I'm curious. I can't remember what it was planted in. It's exciting when you come home from a trip, you know, when you have plant mail waiting on you. I was so like ready to get home today. I'm like, I want to open my plant mail. Okay, this one is in soil. Maybe there's a different one in pond mix or something. Yeah, it just has so much polyfill on it. It's so cute. I'm gonna set this up top. Okay, 2 more Hoya in here. Okay, so this is one that I've been wanting for ages. And I never came across one that I just pulled the trigger on. I would love for it to have been like more splashy. So maybe one day I'll get one that's more splashy, but I was really excited to find one that was a full plant. Okay, this one was on the trellis too, so it was a bit of a longer one. Ooh, it's so cute. Aw, that's adorable. I feel like this one's in soil too. Oh, it's so cute. So this one is a Hoya Mathilde Splash. I've always wanted a Hoya Mathilde. I wanted one for so long. And look how long it is. It's so pretty. It's so cute. I love the leaves. It's still like very splashy. It still has a good amount of splash on it. I've seen some that are like really, really, really splashy. So maybe one day I'll branch out and get one that's really splashy, but very excited for that one. See, those are some pretty big plants. I'll put the price. I don't remember how much I paid for each individual one, but as I talk about them with the plant name, I'll put the price that I paid on the screen. Okay, the last one is the most expensive one. This is not a cheap Hoya by any means, but I really wanted it. I got a similar one recently, if that helps anyone figure out what this one is. This one might have been the one that was in like the pond mix. Okay. Looks like this. Tape is not my friend. Okay, are we ready for this one? It's so pretty. Oh, wow. It's a cute one, and it has some new leaves. Oh, I wasn't sure if mine had new leaves coming in or not, because I know she said it was listed as cuttings. So do you guys know which one this one is? It's the Inner Variegated Hoya Polyneura, and these are not cheap. I paid a lot for mine, and actually her shop was very reasonable price to others. There was several listings of this one on Etsy, but a lot of them were like over $200 for like a cutting. And hers was very reasonable, still expensive, but very reasonable for like something that's rooted and actively growing and not just like an unrooted cutting, you know? So Hoya polyneura variegated inner. So it's in a tiny cup. Let me see this, what this one was planted in. I could have sworn I read pond somewhere. Maybe I'm just confused. Okay, so yeah, this one, it looks like pond and maybe stratum. Pond and stratum mixed. And so you can actually see it there. You can see some roots and everything. So what I'll do is I'll probably just put this into straight stratum. I'll probably just take it out and stick it in stratum, like my other ones. So you guys know I recently got the outer variegated from the Planted Mama, and that one is growing so well. I want to move that one to like an aroid mix soon, and I might take a cutting. Oh, it's so cute. So, okay, it is one vine. I wasn't sure how many cuttings it was. So it's one cutting with 4 leaves. Luna child. One cutting with 4 leaves, and then it has a new set of leaves on the way. So yeah, very happy with all the Hoyas. Very happy. Very reasonable for all these. And I freaking love how fuzzy that is. So very happy so far. We got 2 more plants in 1 more box. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 7 new plants. That's a lot. Last one. This one is from the Green Escape. I have ordered from them 4 times. This is my 5th package from them. And I know what to expect. Like their plants are usually very small, and I usually have to end up rehabbing them in stratum. So I kind of know what to expect going into it. They're both alocasia. 2 more alocasia, of course, because I have no self-control. I think it takes just a little bit for them to process. So this one came from Florida. Oh, and the Hoya shop, that one was from Pennsylvania, I believe. I believe so. You guys, come on. There's too many kitties and plants up here. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Let's go. It's chaos. So yeah, this one, so 2 of the shops were in Florida, and one was in Georgia and one's from Pennsylvania. Because I try to stay away from the West Coast, just because I know it's so far away from me, especially with warm weather. But it just worked out that I bought everything from shops that were sort of close to me. Now, the reason I bought from the Green Escape, she knocked the alocasia down. Luna, that could have been bad. The reason I bought from the Green Escape was because I was gonna get the Syngonium and this alocasia from one other Etsy shop that was selling one of these plants. I was just gonna do 3 orders from her. But again, that's the one with the review that I was a little weary of. And again, these plants, the one on her Etsy shop, this one was 100 and this one was 100. And I'm like, and the Syngonium Chia Pens was like 250. It's gonna be a very expensive Etsy purchase. And I just didn't feel confident enough to buy from there, I guess. So I typed in the name of this alocasia and the Green Escape came up. And since I've ordered from them before, I kind of know what to expect. And I already have 2 varieties of one of these alocasia because I just needed it. And then so you have to order at least 2 minimum plants for starter plants. So I ended up getting a second little plug. If you buy, I think if you buy 4, you get one free, but I just bought the 2 because I already had enough plants. All right, so yeah, it's just padded in here. It comes in the paper. Okay, so this one is a 4-inch. I wasn't expecting this one to be 4-inch. So you guys know I have Watsoniana. I have the dark veins and the white veins. I have the white veins and dark vein. And so this one is called Lightning. And I just got suckered in by this one, you guys. I got suckered in. So this one came yesterday on Saturday, and I think it was shipped Tuesday. Oh shit. Look at that dirt. Oh wow. Holy heck. I was not expecting it to be a big alocasia. So that's how it's coming in a plastic bag and lots of dirt. Okay, it looks kind of similar to the one that I have though. It's not the same one, is it? I hope not. Is it different? I hope it's different. Don't tell me I purchased, I think it is different. This leaf looks different. Here, I don't know if you can tell. So a lot of the little leaves here in the middle are yellow. A Grow Light went out. And it's got this big leaf here in the middle. It's got a ton of leaves. Just very, very dirty. It's called Lightning, so it's supposed to be more silver. I hope it's different because I don't want two of the similar alocasias. But I love alocasias because I just love them, and I'm gonna put them all in pond. So that's what that one looks like. And let's open the other one. Now this one I've wanted for a while, but I wanted to get a bigger one and one that I could see the variegation, which I still might do, but since I had to buy two, I just got this one because I was really wanting just that one. Because again, like I can't pick the variegation, so I'm a little worried it doesn't have good color. This thing is dry as a doorknob. Okay, it's got a couple leaves. It's very, very tiny. It's very, very dry. It's in a sponge plug. But it's okay. I've had alocasias from the shop this tiny before. I stick them in stratum and they do fine. It's got one good color there on that leaf. This is the variegated Bambino Alocasia Poly. Is it Alocasia Poly Bambino or is it just Alocasia Bambino? Variegated Alocasia Bambino starter plant. So yeah, it's very tiny. It's just what I expect a plug to be like. I was just really worried the variegation wasn't going to be good. So it looks like the newest leaf in the middle has a little bit of variegation, and this one up top is yellowing, and of course there might be something else coming in, and it's got a couple dead leaves on it. So yeah, this is very dry. That's immediately going into stratum. Wow, I have a lot of new plants here. Overall, I feel like these definitely need to rehab. They're very, very dry, very dirty, and yeah, they need to rehab. And that's why I didn't really want to order from them again, because I feel like a lot of the plants I get from them I do have to rehab, but they end up being okay in the long run. It just takes a while to get them like actually growing, especially if you get ones that are like, you know, this tiny, but just expect like rehabbing. I'm back. I'm going to give you a little bit of an update. They're all right there. I got them all cleaned and prepped, and so I'm getting ready to put them on the table here. So I want to show you what they look like after I've gotten them all clean. So again, this one is the Syngonium Geopince variegated. I did this one the other day, and I just wanted to give you a close-up of it and how beautiful it is. I'm very happy with it. And there's some healthy roots growing in there. She is gorgeous. I think I'm most excited for her. So beautiful. This one is the Long Lobata Purple. Look at that leaf. Look how beautiful. It's so long, and then the back side is that purple color. This one here is yellowing, but I left this one on, and it was actually mature enough that I found 6 corms. They were small, but I took all the soil off, so I put it into stratum, and then once it kind of lives in stratum for a bit, you know, a couple weeks, I'll move it to pond. But I have a feeling this one's going to do so well. It is so pretty. I love the shape. It's so long. It's so cool. I hope the purple comes out on it more, and it's like a leathery feel. I don't know if you can tell by looking at it, but it feels kind of leathery in a way, and I like the stem too. So very happy with this one, and I have 6 babies to grow out. I was just rubbing my nose, so if my nose is red, ignore that. This is the Inner Variegated Hoya Polyneura. So there's the 2 leaves and then the little baby ones coming in. I ended up just taking it out of the mix. I don't know. I'm weird sometimes with plants coming to me. I just want to start fresh and just dump everything, clean the roots. I cleaned the plant leaves, I sanitized everything. I feel more comfortable, and it just lessens the chance of any like potential pest harboring in the soil, anything like that. So I just chucked it all, and hopefully it doesn't shock or stress. I'm gonna probably leave this in stratum for a bit to grow a healthy root system, because my other one has been in stratum for at least a couple months, and then I will pot this into probably aeroid mix. But this one's super pretty, super excited to have this one. Here is the Hoya Mathilde Splash. I don't know, after seeing it and after getting it cleaned and potted up, I really, really, really like this one. I cannot believe I waited so long to get one of these Hoyas. It's so pretty. I love how like compact it is, like the way that it's growing is so pretty. I thought that I want to put this on a trellis, but I kind of like it trailing, so I don't know what I should do. I didn't take any cuttings or anything off of this one yet, and I noticed there's several spots on this one that new growth, like a new vine is forming, like right there is one, and right here. So I'm gonna have like several more vines growing, so I'll eventually prop this one. But I really like this set of leaves up here. Like, this is a pretty big leaf. It's so pretty. So I'm really happy with it. I'm so glad I got this one. So yes, very beautiful. I really like this. And this one is the Thomsonii Pink. And I still have polyfill on the leaves because it's so fuzzy, like the polyfill is sticking to it. So I ended up chopping this one because it was very leggy. So this is like the bottom stump with the roots. So it had this vine here, and then it has one over here. And this one, I noticed there was a lot of like dried ends, and it was just kind of straggly. So I cut, 2 of the vines broke as I was cleaning it, and then I just cut like the straggly ones off. I cut it in several spots, so I probably have maybe 7 or 8 individual cuttings into here. And so this was a top vine, so new leaves should come from here, and then this one has a couple nodes where new leaves could come in, but there's several cuttings down in here that's just like 1 leaf or 2 leaf. So I'm gonna let these root, so these don't have any roots, and I might add some of these back into here and then maybe do like a trellis situation, and then I'll probably eventually sell some of these ones. I really like it, but I don't know if I love it as much yet because I cut it and everything. So I think it's gonna have to grow on me a little bit, and I don't know what the flowers look like, so I'm gonna have to see. But let me show you how fuzzy these leaves are. Like, it's so fuzzy. I don't know if the camera is gonna pick up how fuzzy. So fuzzy. So I really like it. I'm happy that I got it, but I feel like this one's just gonna have to grow on me a little bit. This is tiny. This is a very tiny Bambino. So that's like the variegated leaf here on that one, and then that one is the newer one, and it has a little variegation. And it has one coming in here, but I doubt that one's probably gonna grow. It's probably just gonna come in really weird. So yeah, this is gonna be staying in stratum for a while because it is so tiny. I'll probably eventually get a better one that has higher variegation. We'll see, maybe the variegation will come in better down the road. It is really cute, like it'll do fine and grow fine. It's just very, very, very tiny. So it came with 2 plugs in the pot, and they had the mesh lining around each plug. I have my bin here that I have to sort out, and this is like the old soil and everything that it came in, but it had the mesh plug, which you guys know I hate mesh plugs. So it had that around each one, and a lot of roots came off, a lot. They were both extremely dry, and I think it's 2 different plants. So that's why I was confused. So this one here doesn't look like the ones that I have, because this one is supposed to be the lightning. It's supposed to look more gray and white, which this leaf here does. Do you see? It looks different than my other ones. So this leaf is really happy, and this one here is okay. And then it has a new one in the middle, so I'm not sure what that one's gonna do. And then I cut away all the other ones that were yellowing and stuff. But again, a lot of the root system got taken away by that plug. So I don't know if it'll shock, but it'll rehab fine and stratum. Like it'll do okay. So this is what I was like wanting here, but then it had the bigger one in there. So I cut this leaf off because it was yellowing. I just cut it off. So now it only has one, but this one looks nothing like the other one. This one looks like what I already have, which is the white vein. So they look completely different. So I think they mixed up two of them and put them together. Do you see how different that looks? Like that's not the same alocasia. And this one actually had beginning corm starting and a couple tiny babies fell off. So if you see that little seedling tray right there, I have 6 from the purple, long lobata purple, and then 2 tiny ones fell off from, I don't know which one it came from. I'm thinking it came from this. So yeah, since I already have this one, I'll probably end up letting this go eventually once it stabilizes. I feel like I probably will get a new leaf soon. And since it was more mature, I feel like it shouldn't take too long to bounce back. And this one had the most root system, but again, a lot of it did come off with that plug. But yeah, it's completely different looking to me. So this is the one that I was wanting. So at least I got one plant that I want that's different. So yeah, I love the silver, like gray tone to that. Yeah, so very happy with this one. This one I don't need. And the corms I labeled, I'm just gonna sit these in the other room. I kind of combined a couple of the corms, so that's what I have there, and I labeled those. So now I'll have babies. So yes, overall, I'm very happy with everything. I'm a little worried the Hoyas might shock a little bit because I did kind of mess with their roots. I was gonna leave them in the soil mix, but I decided to just unpot them. They had the mesh liner on the bottom for like soil spillage, and I don't know, I just wanted to get rid of the soil. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll make sure to link the Etsy shops that I got these plants from down below. It was 4 of them, so I'll have them all down there. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, and I will talk to you again soon.